Oh, we're actually live. Talofa Faithful, how is everybody doing? It is an early Monday morning. Had to get up and get this reaction video because obviously we played Monday night. So the reaction videos were supposed to be up Monday, but obviously we played, so I had to get up early Tuesday to make sure this got up before we start doing our regular shows for the week. And moving on to the Jets, obviously I'm going to be reacting to the 49ers week one opening victory at home over the Jets. Like I said, good morning, everybody. It's been a good morning. It is an early one. Get your coffee. And just as a shout out to the man who gave the voice to our, one of the greatest heroes of all time, Darth Vader. Uh, Rest in peace, James Earl Jones. Yeah, great voice. All that, just the man was wonderful in everything he did. So, RIP to Mr. James Earl Jones. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up this video that we've got back over here. We're going to add it to the stage. And like I said, and this is underneath the fair use clause. Apparently, we got flagged a couple of times last year for using NFL stuff, even though everybody else with like millions of viewers and thousands of views, the NFL was getting our little channel for some reason, saying, basically like, hey, why are you using our stuff? Well, apparently we've got to put certain things into your thing to make sure that the NFL kind of leaves you alone. So that's why I've got this banner down there. I've also got this one. Hopefully that keeps the NFL off of our back this year. Because, like I said, I've seen people do videos where they do reaction videos and stuff. They've got thousands of views, millions of followers. But YouTube and the NFL seem to go after the little channels. But, all right, so let's get into this. Let's go ahead and mute this and play, starting off here. All right, looks like this is from that first drive. Rodgers, it's a nice, actually, I think it's their second drive. A little flip. And then there's Malik Collins grabbing that. Sorry if I'm looking over to the side. Actually, I guess I could just look forward, couldn't I? They had a little bit of a slow start for both teams, actually. Purdy dropping back. Purdy throwing to absolutely nobody. Jake Moody. Jake Moody had himself a night, just going on kicking all sorts of field goals left and right. Good on him. Moody is taking a lot of crap from people. Let's see. It's a nice catch. They got going on this drive. Towards the middle and end of the first quarter, they started getting it going pretty good. It was a pretty long drive they had. Garrett Wilson started getting hot. Breece Hall had some openings. Was definitely starting to get moving for him. I like that little swing pass out to Breece Hall, to be honest with you. Breece Hall, we shut it. I think it was up until the start of the third quarter. Might have been a little bit later. He only had like 40 yards rushing. So good job on the defense. Here comes the touchdown. This is it. No, that's not touchdown. One of the biggest issues we thought we might have with this defense, because of the issues with it from last year, was going to be the run defense up the middle. And for the most part, we did a pretty solid job on what's arguably one of the better backs, arguably the best young back in the NFL. My calves. It was good to see Robert Saleh back in the Bay. Glad he didn't necessarily have the greatest night, but it was definitely good to see Robert Saleh. I really did like Robert Saleh as our defensive coordinator. If there was the best hype man for this defense, it was definitely Saleh. But yeah, so the Jets go up on us 7-3, and then after this, I think we get off like 5 or 6 straight scoring drives in a row. And there's the man of the evening, Jordan Mason. We found out last second that he was going to be filling in for the injured CMC, and what a night this man had. 147 yards rushing. Basically just leans forward and just runs people over. It's like he's a starter on probably 20 other teams in the NFL easily. He's just that damn good of a runner. For those of the people who are watching on Twitch, or excuse me, not Twitch, but Twitter and Instagram, if you guys want to come in and show your comments on the screen live with everything, head over to our YouTube page or our Facebook page. That way, like I said, if you guys put comments, I can put them on the screen. All right, so again, there's another field goal by Moody, bring us closer to 7-6. All right, we got Rodgers, the shotgun dropping pass. Had a decent pass rush going last night. Hello, Mr. Floyd. Last time Mr. Floyd touched A-Rod like that, he was done for the season. I think it was Kittle who said last night, it is good to have Rodgers back in the NFL, though. Say what you want about him and all of his personality and all of his quirks, but it's good to have Rodgers back. It's a nice little bootleg by Purdy there. And look at George Mason. Takes a whole gaggle of people to get that man down. Debo on the end around, and Debo in. Debo almost fumbled on this. Number 4 from the Jets just hit the ball squarely in it. Like, watch this. Number 36, I thought it was 4. Look at that. Boom. It was really close. That big old bicep of Debo's kept that in there pretty damn good. Boom. It just stuck there. So, yeah, good job, Debo, holding on to that ball. I thought that should have gone to J.P. Mason, but hey, whatever. All right, and then Rodgers around just fumbling, just throwing anywhere. Just trying to get rid of the ball so he doesn't get attacked by like 3 guys. All right, Brock Purdy back. Brock Purdy is dropping back, looking over. And there is George Kittle. I thought George would play a bigger role in the offense last night, but we didn't. But we still put up 32 points. Mr. Mason bumbling, stumbling, tumbling, doing my Chris Berman impersonation there, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Brock Purdy going back again, going over the middle, and there's the man, Debo himself, with a nice 20-ish yard pickup on that one. All right, we got Kittle going across in motion. Brock Purdy back over the middle. Juwan Jennings is good to see him. I think he did walk off one earlier at one point where he looked like there was something going on with his ankle, but he's had an ankle/calf injury, whatever, lower body issue. So it's good to see. He came up big on a couple of third downs, as the name implies, 3rd and 1. All right, there's another field goal by Mr. Moody, putting it up 16-7. Going into the halftime, and then we get the ball to start the second half. As you see right there, there's Mr. A-Rod doing the kneel down right before halftime. So we go into halftime, and we get the ball right back. And again, we're going to keep scoring. Purdy back again with the drop back. A little bit there. Just a little dump off to Debo. Great just awareness to just dump it off. And good for Debo to be getting that spot, put his hands up and get that, and turn what should have been a sack or loss into a good first down. Jordan Mason, bumbling, stumbling, just running people over left and right the whole game. I'm not going to say there's a running back controversy, but, man, do we ever have a damn good running back in Jordan Mason. Then we get a wild Kyle Juszczyk open it in the, he's always wide open. No matter what we do, he just seems to be always wide open. J.P. Mason with the ball, they'll cut back, and there he is for his touchdown. Have yourself a night, kid. Definitely was his those of us Niner fans who pay attention, we have known about Mason for quite some time. But this was his coming out party to the rest of the NFL, and probably has most fantasy owners right now scrambling to pick him up on the waiver wire, considering that the report is that CMC might be out next Sunday versus the Vikings again. So they said, I wonder how many people stayed up late last night or up early like me trying to pick up Jordan Mason on their waiver wires for their fantasy football. There's a nice little interception there by DFF. All right, 7-23. We got 6 minutes left in there. Here's George Mason again. Why do I keep calling him Jordan Mason? Look at it. He's got like 4 people on him. Again, I don't know why I keep saying George Mason. It's Jordan, or at least JP. Brock back. Brock. Ugh. It's one that should have been. Brock did throw a few balls last night that I thought should have been picked, but we get lucky with that. And there's one, and we're banking it in on this one just to make sure we get all sorts of highlights for this game. We even got the bank off for a field goal. All right, we got another good catch here. I think this was about the only thing the Jets did was on this drive. And this, because this was the false start one, and nobody in the history of the NFL is better on free plays than Aaron Rodgers. It's just without a doubt, he's the best of all time. You give him that free play, he's going for the end zone, and he's going to make it most of the time. So can't take that away from him. They went for 2 and they missed it. I don't know why Floyd held up there. Probably should have just kept going just to try and disrupt the Rodgers some more. But whatever. That's why it goes on. Yeah, thank you for joining me this morning. Those of you who are watching live, I know it is early. It's 5 a.m. here on the West Coast, the best coast. And there we go with that's a 2-point conversion that was short. And so I think that's the only thing they did up until when they put in their backups. When they put in Tyrod Taylor. There we go. 3rd and 1 over the middle for a nice pickup there. Man, he's just I know a lot of people say that we overpaid for him, but you're not going to get a better third third receiver in the league than Juwan Jennings. Whoop, whoop. Debo turning a tackle that might have been just a little bit short of a first down to about a 20-yard play. Debo had himself a damn good night as well. Rock back. Let's see. There's BA. BA did not have the night that I was kind of hoping him to have. I think he had 3 catches, 29 yards, I believe is what it was. There was the one drop ball that was basically, he had it. It was a perfectly late ball by Brock on his hands, diving in the end zone. Should have caught it, but he didn't. But I've already seen people getting the hate on BA for that one. But whatever, man. It's barely practiced, and everything like that. Talk to me about 2 weeks when he's back, in game shape. All right, looks like here the Jets are trying to do something with 9 minutes left, even though they'd have to have about a million things go right at this point for them to win. But they did get a little bit of something going on this drive. But at this point, we were just pretty much playing, prevent, just keeping everything in front, which is, those of you guys who watch the Niner Faithful radio show, I absolutely hate prevent defense. You can easily go from a team that's having an amazing night to just one that has a mediocre night. And then there's a great deflection there. And then we're just going to keep feeding it to Jordan Mason. There he goes, down the sideline, just running people over, putting his shoulder down, getting all excited, stepping over people. My man. We're giving it to him again? Nope. We're going to this time. Nope, we're going to keep running. Oh, this is the way up. That's the one where the pass rush finally got to Brock. So what do? We just send out Jake. What is with being George today? Jake Moody. Everybody named George this morning, apparently. And at this point, this is when pretty much, there's only three and a half-ish minutes left. The Jets have given up. But you know what? The Jets actually put together a pretty good drive with Tyrod Taylor. Dare I say that he played better than Aaron Rodgers did most of the night on this drive. Like I said, we're in prevent, so there's all this stuff is just, again, this is why I don't like prevent defense. This defense was having an amazing night and good drive by the Jets, and it just kind of shoots down what, like I said, the defense, lessens what they could have been a better night for them. Up, and then there is their touchdown. To of all people, Allen Lazard. The other wide receiver, Mike Williams, did not play. I don't remember if he was out all the game or just for part of the game, but I don't remember saying his name at all last night. I also didn't check the inactives because with work, I came straight home, walked in the door, grabbed my dinner, sat down, and started watching the game. I had no time to I didn't even know CMC was out until I sat down, which was like 5 minutes before game time, before me at least. There's the point conversion. Did not go their way. And there is the Mr. Brandon Allen with the kneel down to seal the deal. That is your San Francisco 49ers with a 32-19 win over the New York Aaron Jets. I believe I had us winning this game 35-21, so I should be getting some money on that one. But anyways, everybody else who is here, let's see, we got at least one. We got Bebop. What's up, man? Got another early morning person here with me. How's it going, my brother? So thank you again for those who showed up this morning with us and watched on this early Tuesday afternoon. Again, these reaction videos they will be coming up on Mondays. Obviously, we played Monday night, so I couldn't get it up. So I decided to get up real early this morning because I didn't think I'd have enough time this evening because we do have our main show here tonight, Niner Faithful Radio with me and TJ starting at 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. And then for the rest of the week, we've got the Madden Wednesday coming up where I put up the Madden simulation game of us versus the Vikings. Thursday is going to be me and Media for the 49 Media Captain Show. And we got Friday, which is the Weekend Review Show. And then Saturday, we've got Jamie with her press conference covers as she covers the press conference. So, everybody, thank you very much for showing up on this early morning for the first of this year's highlight reaction videos to the 49ers wins. Again, that is the 49ers winning over the Jets 32-19. Bye, Fatai, Telelava. One love, faithful. Have a good day. Bang, bang.